And I know I'm totally in the game, and I'm the one totally in the mix, and I'm doing crazier deals than anybody else, and I'm falling deeper into the pit of the abyss in the dark than I have ever been before in my life. And I'm a little bit worried, but now, of course, I'm smart enough to figure this out, and this is just the normal troubles that everybody goes through in all kinds of real estate deals. I mean, I've traded currencies in the millions, and they go up and down, and you gotta be able to stay cool and not lose your calm and not do something totally out of character. Nothing was going to make me act out violently. Nothing was going to enrage me. I was a warrior, a soldier, a fighter. No one was going to con me. No one was going to get me to take a deal, sell out on someone else, fall into the trap. No one was going to play me like a pawn on the board. I'm not going to fall for a trap or a con or a hustle. No one's going to hoodwink me. I'm not going to get bamboozled. Not me, brothers and sisters. I understand the way this game works. I understand the tricks. I understand the manipulation. I understand what's going on. I understand the secret symbols. I understand. I think I'm pretty smart. Yeah, I'm not going to fall for the con. I'm not going to get the government or the FBI or the CIA or any other secret group to turn me into a patsy. And everybody who's ever met me knows I would never sell out one of my people. Ever. I would give my life for my brothers and sisters before selling them out. Least of all the brother who was a mujahid who swore his oath to me. And every time I went to the FBI, they always wanted to know. I'm telling them, they always wanted to know about you. They're really interested in you. They ask me about me. They ask me a lot about you. They're really interested in you. I don't know why. They're freaking out about you sometimes. What do you tell them? Nothing. I don't know anything. You've never told me anything special. I don't know anything special. Do you know anything special? No, he says, I don't know anything special. Why are they after us so much? I'm sitting at his house. My family comes over. We're all sitting. We're getting ready to have food, and his wife has prepared some stuff, and everything is normal. We're just having a normal conversation. I'm talking about plans of the future. Maybe we should do some real estate deal. Maybe we should come up with some idea. You know, it's time for us to do a construction company or do something big. Come on, you could help me maybe with the website, the design, the stuff, the tech stuff. You know, I don't know anything about this stuff. And yeah, and the doorbell rings, and he's saying, oh yeah, well, there's some guests coming. His wife goes open the door, the guests come up, and I'm looking over at them. I'm sitting at the dining table, and he looks at me, notices I don't really know who they are. They're a couple coming in. I've never seen them, and so he looks at me and smiles, and he says, yeah, I probably should have told you they were coming and asked you first. I said, no, it's no big deal. Why would you have to ask me? I'm a guest in your house. You see, he's saying, my brothers and sisters, that he should have asked me first, because in the olden days, when we were at the top of our game, that's the kind of thing that you have run through a chain of command. No one gets to be in your circle unless you let them in with an order. You see, in the old days, things were tight and Mujahid were freaking out and we were paranoid and we would have structure. And this brother is a brother who gave his oath to me, a bay'ah, a pledge of jihad, a Mujahid in the path of Allah. My name is Salim Siddiqui, and I had testified on this earth that I am a Mujahid, and this brother is the one who pledged his oath to me. And I think maybe now I should have been pledging the oath to him. You see, he says, yeah, I probably should have asked you. I said, no, it's no big deal. It's no big deal at all. He goes, yeah, actually, it's good that you're here. They've actually been having some strange problems. They're having some problems with the jinn, really. Yeah, he says, they mentioned something to my wife, and we thought, maybe it's good to invite them over and try and help them, because they look like they're a young couple and they don't really know anything about anything and anything about Islam at all, and they're having problems with the dark. Anyway, a few minutes go by, the time goes on. He says, we're going to go pick up the food from the Persian restaurant or whatever. All right, let's go down there. We all go, me, my brother, and this new Muslim guy that we really don't know very well, or I don't know very well. And we go down to the restaurant, we pick up the food, and we come back home, and we eat dinner, and nothing really eventful happens whatsoever. Except for by the end of the night, I feel very, very, very strange. And I say to this brother, this Mujahid, the closest brother to my heart, perhaps, I say, something's weird. This isn't the kind of thing that you actually say. I've never told people when I feel weird. You don't tell people when you get the EBGBs. You don't tell people the strange things and dreams that you have or the weird things that happen in your family. You don't tell people except for those who are your most trusted companions. I tell them, something strange. I feel it. You feel it, right, brother? He says, yeah, something strange. Days go by, weeks go by, situation's normal. I'm in the dean's office, they're telling me, yeah, we're allowing you to go for one more semester. On a probationary period, we'll allow the exemption, but you're going to fail. What do you mean? Well, you failed so many classes that even if you do one or two more classes, it's not going to bring your GPA up. So what you're saying is, I failed to receive a notice and I didn't get put on a probationary period. I failed classes without any knowledge of what was happening at all and without getting any counseling. Now in my third year of law school, I need only a couple more credits to graduate, and you're going to put me on probation, and even if I get amazing grades in those two classes, I'm still not going to graduate unless I do something incredible and get 100s out of 100s for everything. So I either get expelled or do the impossible. Fine, I'll try to do the impossible. They're like, what for? Are you refusing to allow me, even? No, we suggest that you don't bother. Fine, I'll take the shot. Okay, Mr. Siddiqui. My friends from law school are thinking, why are you even bothering? You should be doing what you know you should be doing. What's that? What did you go to law school to learn? You should be suing the school. They totally screwed you. Even if you did totally fail all your exams, even if you were a total idiot, you probably couldn't have been that much of an idiot. You should sue the school. Maybe say one of the professors had a grudge against you. I said, I didn't study the law to become part of litigation America, right? I mean, we all studied the law, and we know that there's a bunch of shyster lawyers out there, and we're all going to do what it takes to get our share of the American pie. But some of us actually have a respect for the law, right? Some of us know what the oath's actually about. I'm telling my other lawyer friends, they're telling me I should be suing the school. Now, it turns out I'm getting expelled. My Mujahid brother friend, he calls me up a couple of days later. He says, listen, I got a really strange question, because you and me pay attention to everything, right? I mean, we pay attention to the game. I know we're not in jihad and this isn't training time and we don't usually pay attention to the game, but me and you pay attention to everything. If anything is going on, we notice we pay attention to everything, right? From one mujahid to another, from one brother to another, we pay attention to everything. I said, yes, of course. And I'm telling you, as your brother, you pay attention to things more than me, oh brother. You pay attention to the details even more than I do. And he says to me, well, then I got a question, because I come back later on and my wife's telling me that guy said when we went out to go get the food that we were trying to pick up some girls, and then we almost got fighting to some guys, and that we were doing really strange things. And I'm wondering, when I was inside, did you ever go outside, or did anything happen? I mean, we drove together from my house. We went into the restaurant from the car, and then we got the food, and then we got back in the car with the food, and we came straight home. And I don't remember seeing or talking to anybody. I said, no, there was a couple that walked by us, or somebody that was moving by the door as we walked in. It's been a few days. I can't remember specifically. I'm recalling the scene, and he says, yes, they walked by, but they didn't say anything specifically to us. Did anybody say hi or hello? I'm saying I can't remember the specifics, but there was no way that anything, like anything you're talking about, actually physically happened at all. I don't remember anything like that. He says, what's going on? This is really, really strange. Something felt weird. You see, we're talking about business ideas, and I say that's really strange, and, this is one of those tangential conversations that comes up about normal stuff, and we're talking about business, we're talking about doing deals, and, he's telling me his wife does some graphic designs for websites, and I'm saying, yeah, I got to come up with an idea, and I'm thinking about different business plans, and this and that, and then he gives me the conversation, and one thing leads to another, and then I remember saying something specifically like, I spoke to your wife the other day on the phone about creating a website. You know about that, right? And he says, yes, she told me. Okay, I'm just making sure. I just wanted you to know, because something strange is happening. He says, no, she told me, I know. I mean, we pay attention, we're very protective, we know exactly what's going on in our families, we know exactly who talks to who, we pay attention to everything, right, brother? I said, yeah, I just wanted to make sure you know, because I didn't want anything to happen later where I talked to her for any reason and you didn't know about it, so you know. Right? That's the last real conversation I had with my brother.